A woman gently wiped the sweat from her forehead with a handkerchief. "My husband gave this to me a few days ago," she said. The moment she said this, the women around her started looking at each other. Everyone assumed her husband must be a very important man. Their attitude changed immediately. Those who were taunting her earlier now began trying to please her. But in the middle of all this, the woman became confused. She clearly remembered that her husband was just a small trader whose family had already been ruined and who now made a living by selling small items. Then, how could he afford such expensive cloth? To clear her doubts, she searched every corner of the house, and what she discovered shook her completely. Every piece of cloth used in the house was extremely expensive silk, the kind that cost a fortune. Now she began to doubt her husband's true identity. She fell deep into thought. Their life must have been very luxurious in the past, and even after losing everything, how could they still afford such a nice house and such expensive things? When she tried to test her husband and ask the truth, he clearly refused to tell her anything. Instead, he said it was late at night and quickly went into his room. But as soon as he left, the wife noticed another object he used regularly. It had gold engraving on it along with a special symbol. This was not a symbol that ordinary people were allowed to use. To find the truth, the next day, she went to an old craftsman. The craftsman recognized it at a single glance. He said this was an item used in the royal court, and it was absolutely forbidden for common people to use it. Now, her suspicion grew even deeper. To learn her husband's real identity, she went to the place where he claimed he worked, but she had no idea that news of her strange behavior had already reached the head of that place, and from there, it had been reported to the king. According to the king's instructions, a play had been arranged. A proud rich man was sitting there and said, "If you can make me happy, I will reward you generously." Her husband politely replied, "I am not worthy of your praise, but I will certainly try." The wife was watching all this from a distance. She thought that her husband earned money by pleasing rich people every day. Thinking this made her feel ashamed and full of regret, but she had no idea that as soon as she left, the same arrogant rich man immediately knelt down in front of her husband. In reality, all of this was just an act to remove her doubts. When her husband returned home, he found his wife crying. She was upset and angry. She thought that her husband had sacrificed his dignity just to earn money. He wanted to explain everything, but when he saw tears in her eyes, he stayed silent. For the first time, he realized that his wife had truly fallen in love with him. He held her hand and promised, "From today onward, I will never bow before anyone like this again."